And we are live. Hello, everyone. Hello, those ones watching us, whether it's your morning, evening, afternoon. We are happy and blessed to be coming to you this time that I will say has been dedicated by our Creator God to just come and share what we are experiencing in this journey we call life, the lessons we are learning, so that at the end of the day, this conversation leads to either an awareness or some level of growth to you as a person, to you as a mom, a dad, to you as a daughter, or even a son. Uh, this is the reality of life is that sometimes you just need an awareness for your inner self to be evoked to look at things from a very different perspective. And that's why we are here. We are here because our eyes were open to an opportunity that we've been journeying on for a while now. And it doesn't make sense for us to keep quiet when we know somebody else can benefit from it. And that is why we are here to just talk through, because it was something new. There are lessons we are learning. We have fallen here, we have grown here. And that is the whole essence of why we are here. And so today, if you look at our topic, we are saying that one shift that can change everything. Because we are saying it is that one shift that has also given us permission to come here and talk about it. Why? Because of the levels of growth that we're experiencing from that one shift. My name is Lynette. I'm a mother of three. I'm born and raised in Kenya, but I'm currently living in US with my family. Professionally, in IT. Now, I will want to give my sister the whole time for her to take us through what is there. So let me be the first one to do whatever I need to do here, share what I have learned, get away from the stage so that I give her the chance to. When that time comes, she'll introduce herself as she looks, or rather, she shares with her what she's learned in life. So, family, I just want us to again be very realistic here and talk on one aspect here. So, let me just ask you something. What if the only thing that is standing between you and the life you've been praying for is the current version of you? The version that is tired, busy, overstretched, scared, and that's playing small. So tonight, that is what we are talking about, breaking such barriers. Because you know what? Your next level is waiting on a version of you that you've never met. Who do you have to become for the life you're praying for? The life you want, this is the truth, already exists. But the current version cannot access it. Every breakthrough that you are requiring, whether it's in a shift in identity, your discipline, your confidence, is what you need or what was holding you back from that given access. So if you've been praying for peace for time, you have to become that one person. And the decision that you make today might be the shift that embodies that version that you have to. We know we fear. Sometimes fear talks to us loudly than necessary. It's the number one barrier. It's not always money or education or time. It's that fear that whispers to us, you are not ready. You know, what if you fail? What will people say? But the future is whispering to you, you are called for more. If you're a parent, your kids need you. You deserve freedom. You deserve peace. Shift only happens when you stop that loud noise of fear. Your future will expand or will shrink based on what voice you obey. Because you know what? That is a reality that was holding some of us. We have learned, we'll say the hard way, and that's why we are here. We want to talk through it so that it can liberate a soul out there to start looking at things from a different perspective and see actually what's possible out there when you say no to fear, when you say no to playing small, when you say no to a belief that is no longer serving you. We rush to making goals at the beginning of the year, but the truth of the matter is that this is the time to call yourself at a table and just reevaluate what your journey has been this year. Pick on areas that you look back and say, yeah, that I did so well. Have a pat on your back. That is a win. That one, I could have done it better. So you revisit and say, what else could I have done? And what led to that kind of behavior? We all have dreams. My ask is, will you just keep on being a dreamer? Or the idea you have, because of what you know it can produce, whether it is your self-growth or all the virtues you've been looking for in life, the peace, the harmony, the good relationship you want to have with if you are a parent, your kids, or even the other family members. I have understood one thing with life. Unless I know you know me well, I will not really pay attention to what you might have to offer. Because the thing, once I know you took your time to really, really know who I am, when you are even advising me, it comes from a point that I know you care. But for you to know me, you'll need to have time. And that is what parents need to do. And that's why I'll narrow down to say, hey, as parents, we have been given one role and one role only, to mold those souls the way God expects us to do. But we cannot do that unless we know our kids. Because kids are different. If you have one or two or three, you have realized they're different. They're not the same. And so what works for one might not work for the other. And as a parent, that is one thing that you have to be very deliberate and intentional in approach. That it's not one fits all. No, that's why one will be a doctor, one will be a preacher. But as a parent, you need to provide an environment that helps both excel in their own areas of impact. So, before or without much ado, I'm gonna ask my sister here one question so that she can help us understand something. So, my sister, if your next level you walked into your life today, what will she tell you to stop doing? And what will she tell you to start doing?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's very, it's a very, open mind. I don't know how to say it. Question. It has a lot involved in that. There is a lot involved with that. So, hello, family. Welcome again on this Sunday evening for me, afternoon for others. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching us from. So welcome again. I'm so happy to be here again with my, business partner all the way from the US, and we are able to join you here every Sunday to just discuss different things in our lives, things that we are, we have come across that I know they can help you as well. So today, I've been asked this question. If the next level you walked into, your life today, what would she tell you to stop? And what will she tell you to start? That is really, really, this is very, very powerful. It's a very powerful question because it holds a mirror, for you to look in, a mirror for your future. It activates your brain basically to think of the things that you are doing wrong that you need to stop and the things that you need to look for. Or it activates, I think the good word is imagination.
Yeah.
How you can imagine, what is your future you want to be? What do you need to stop to make that future? And the accountability, the action you need to go. It shows the differences between where you are now and where God wants you to go, or where God is trying to take you. So stay with us. I'm just gonna, in my own perspective, how I understand this and how I think it can help all of us, because we are all working towards that. We have started our journey. I'm not saying we are already there, but we are on a journey that we are all taking. So let's imagine this together. Everybody imagines it in their own way. You can just close your eyes and ask yourself, or picture the next level you. Where is God trying to take you? Where is that next level for you? Not the tired you. Those are the things you don't want to think about. Not the overworked or overwhelmed you, not the stressed or juggling shifts, kids, bills, all the things that come with life. I want you just to imagine the version of you who has already broken those barriers. You are breaking them. You are confident, maybe calm, you have options, moving with freedom or peace, whatever it is for you. Maybe you are financially stable, or there are so many things. You're taking care of your family without fear, without stress, thinking, oh, where am I gonna get the next thing that I need to give them? You're not hustling. You're just flowing, basically, not just surviving, but you are living. Those are the things, the versions that we want you to think about, that exist in God's plan, that you have not yet activated or taken action on. And you think that there is no fear, it's not far, and it is there. You are waiting to activate it. You're waiting for you to step forward. So what I would say that the thing I would think I would need to stop. What would she tell you to stop? The next level you. What will she tell you to stop? Let's talk about the things that I would stop, like basically doing today. It is a gradual process, because not everything's habits of a lifetime. I'm not going to stop just like that because you said I need to stop this. Sometimes you have to work at it. This particular part might be uncomfortable for most of us, but it's where the growth begins. Because if it's not comfortable, I'm sure it's not working. Because when it becomes uncomfortable, that's where you see the growth starting to come along. So first of all, you have to stop doubting yourself, because that is very something that most of us do. You stop doubting yourself. That will take you to the next level. Just tell yourself, I'm capable. You are smart. Just stop saying, oh, I'm not smart, I'm not this, she's not, no, stop doubting yourself. That is very important. She knows you are built for more. You are built for more, but the current keeps you shrinking because of that fear. Stop the fear. Stop carrying everything alone. That's what my Mina would tell me. Stop carrying everything. We are mothers, immigrants, parents, whatever job you're doing, accountant, nurses, whatever, we are trained to be strong. But our strength doesn't mean isolation. It doesn't mean isolation. Your next level self wants you to ask for some help. That's where we are here every Sunday. Wants you to ask for that help, that support, that allows partnership, that allows growth, that allows other people to help you build something that is going to help you. So stop settling for just survival. Get out of that survival mode and say, no, my future self knows that waiting has cost me too much already, and I want to start building something. Start now. You can start small, but you just have to start, and stop believing that your kids or your past or your circumstances are holding you back. No, because there is, that next level self knows that the very reasons that you need, to work harder are already there in you. You just want to start acknowledging them, stop doubting, and then start doing what you're supposed to do to move to that next level. So those are the things I think I would say my level me will tell me: stop doubting yourself, stop this, stop the fear, know that you are smart, believe in yourself, basically believe in yourself. So that's why I come to do that. What would she tell you to, what was the next part?
Or what would she tell you to start doing?
Yeah. It's running slow there. What will she tell you to start? So now let's talk about this, let's shift in energy or whatever. Let's talk about this powerful next level version of you that, tell you to start doing today. Like literally today, you start betting on yourself. Be like that lottery ticket, you put it out there and, you don't know what, but bet on yourself. That's, just take that step, basically. Even if the legs are shaking, the faith is, you think you don't have the faith, just take that step. Faith will move you. Faith moves mountain, but comfort zones will keep you where you are. So you just need to bet on yourself and take that first step. Start building something that gives you freedom. We all need that freedom. We all need that peace. So a digital business or a digital income, it will give you that freedom that you are looking for. It will give you the skills, something that works even when you are tired. Because we are all living in that survival mode, but we want to move into a thriving mode. You might be tired, but this business is going to give you that freedom to work for you even while you are tired, while you are asleep, while you're feeling like overwhelmed, and it will give you options to reduce all that stress. Your next level self, wants you to have those options of being able to build a business that is gonna work for you on automation. Then you can start prioritizing your peace. Does my peace look like? Your peace is not just a luxury. It is something you have to do yourself. Its requirements, it will give you basically your destiny. It requires you to focus and prioritize your peace and not always thinking about where am I going to get my next paycheck? How am I going to pay my next bill? Because that all takes away your peace of mind, your freedom. So start learning, start growing, start becoming, something. Small daily actions. We talk about this every day. Small daily actions become big results. But you have to read, you have to learn, you have to show up, you have to take action. It doesn't have to be loud, but just have to be small, consistent steps that you are putting in that will build you up to, to where you want to be. So you have to start learning. Start learning, start believing that you deserve more. That alone. Because, we do, you do, I do, you deserve the rest, you deserve the time with your family, you deserve that stability, you deserve that joy, you deserve so much, the holidays you have been dreaming about, the mortgage you want to pay off early, we deserve all of that. We deserve all of that. So that next level self is telling you that, but you are not registering because you think, oh no, can't do that. I'm not smart enough, or I'm not this. No, believe it, because God has already set the stage. You just need to take those steps and build it for yourself. The stage is already there. There's no doubt about that. Because you're already thinking it, but because of the doubt, the fear you put in your brain or in your mind is holding you back and letting you not have that peace, that freedom that that you deserve. So start believing that you deserve more, because we do, you do, I do. You deserve that rest. You deserve that peace of mind, that time, especially the time with your children, especially if you have children. Because us here, we are moms. We know how time flies. The kids are out of the house, and you think to yourself, what did I really do? I don't know. The kids have gone out. You don't even really have a connection, but they were in your house for God knows how many years. That is something you can't bring back, but you can start working on it. You can start working on it now. So that one shift that changes everything, you have to start it today. You need the one shift that breaks everyday barriers. The barriers that we're talking about today, they're simple. They are not hard to overcome. So stop seeing yourself as, who has always been or has always started, acting like, whatever. It is already there in you. You just need to unlock it. Because your next level is waiting for you to be that. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're just waiting, or you just have to be willing, basically. You just have to be willing to change, to grow, to learn, to connect with people, and also trust in God's plan for you. You be willing to step into the unknown, even when it feels scary. It feels like, oh no, this is not for me. When you shift, just shift your mindset, shift your identity, change your habits. Your daily small habits will change everything for you. You change your mindset, change your confidence. Your life will shift. Your connections will shift. Everything will shift for you when you take those small, consistent steps. So today, if you are listening to us or you are watching a replay and you feel that this message is touching you or has touched your heart, don't let that end here. Connect with us. Our pages are there. Send us a DM. Send us, break barriers or something. Connect with us so that we can show you a way, a proven way, whereby you can get that peace of mind, the freedom, the time with your children, all the things that you are only dreaming about now, because we are also into that journey and we started where you were. So if you are ready to start building something that brings that freedom or that stability for you, for your family, if you have a family, something that you can pass on to your children, or something that works for you, even when you are asleep, or even when you are tired from that 9 to 5 job that you are doing now. This is the time, this is a sign for you to connect with one of us and say, yes, I'm ready. I'm willing to take this step and change my life. So thank you, sister. Back to you.
Wow, my sister. So many nuggets from all angles of life. If I just narrow down to being a parent, that our time that we've been given to mold the souls has a timeline of our strength in terms of how we want to impact it. Once they are out of our houses, we just wish, it's like, did they get me right when I say that? Did they? And at the end of the day, what are we saying? When all is said and done, when that dust settles, it's the people you have in your life that matters. So if there is any relationship that is important and very basic, it's from those kids. And for you to develop that relationship, you need time. You need time. My sister, other business, she wasn't able to be here with us. But you know what she's saying? Our business runs on automation. And because of this automation, it will give you more time to invest in other things. And as parents, investing in developing that strong relationship with your kids, it's key. It's key to your peace. As my sister says, peace is not a luxury.
Mhm.
It isn't a luxury. You need it to exist in this world, the full version of you with the full impact that God ordained you to have. My sister has said it all. I don't want to dilute anything that she has said. But one thing is that nobody starts great.
No.
You have to start and have those small baby steps to your greatness. Like she says, God has already laid a stage. And we are saying the next version of you already exists.
Mm.
But you have to unlock it. You have to unlock it. And when we're talking about what was going on in my mind, like you go through this education, but at the end of the day, you have to apply to graduate and you have to walk across the stage for you to be called a graduate.
Mm.
What we are trying to say is, hey, that decision that you might just make today is the decision that might be the only decision that takes you to a level that you have never been, that you have never seen, a level that only doesn't that only doesn't I mean that does not only impact you but impacts you and the legacy that you bring forth. So my brother, my sister, especially if you're in these foreign countries, we know what it's costing us. When we were crossing those bridges and borders, we didn't know the cost. But our having been there and the lessons that we are learning, there's a cost attached to it. But God has been so gracious to give us another opportunity to say, hey, it's just that you are not aware. But I have all these things available and within your reach for you to grab. And if you are thinking of greener pastures, yeah, those greener pastures are within reach. Just look around and open your eyes to what's available to you. We are here as vessels, are passing that information to create the awareness of what else is out there for you. So we have our two sisters that are not with us today, but I mean, you're not seeing their faces here, but you might be watching us from their pages. So those pages you're seeing www, like what you're seeing mine and what you're seeing for my sister Bena here, for Sister McKenna and for Sister Carol also. If you are watching them from their pages and you are curious to want to know more about this, just reach out to any one of us, any four of us, and we'll give you as much information and as much guidance as you need for you to just have a glance in what we are talking about. Then once you've had a glance and the information you need, it will now up to you to say, yes, that is what I need for my next version. And with that having said that, we are saying, we are asking God to bless you for this new starting week. We meet next week on the same platform, same time here to share. We have comment section here that you can use to, reach out to us, make a comment. And then at the end of the day, what we are saying is that we are all here to touch each other in however small way we can, because it takes a community. It takes a community. So thank you so much, Sister Bena, for making time to be here with me today. And for those ones listening to us, may you be blessed mightily. And we'll be seeing you next week. We can just at the same time as now. Bye bye for now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.